Hello everyone, I'm back with you for another video. This video is a thread response to Metal Mickey. He wanted your 5 instances where the quality from one album to the follow-up album, there was kind of a drop-off. The follow-up wasn't nearly as good as its predecessor, or just downright terrible. Now, with the exception of one, definitely, maybe 2 of the ones I'm going to talk about in this video, I don't think the follow-ups are in any way terrible. But they just didn't grab me as much as the predecessors go. The first one I'm going to talk about, I'm surprised it hasn't been brought up in any of the videos that I can remember that I've seen on this topic. But it's Metallica going from And Justice for All to the Black Album. Now, I'm one that gets a lot of enjoyment out of the Black Album, to be honest. But it's obviously not another, this one or Master of Puppets. Some people say the drop-off from this to what comes next is even worse. But that's the first one for me. Coming in at number 4, I don't have either of these in my collection, but Scorpions going from Face the Heat to Pure Instinct, or as some people call it, Pure Instinct. Face the Heat, a good hard rock album. Unfortunately, it was released as grunge was getting big, but good album from the Scorpions, Face the Heat. Then they go to the ballad-heavy Pure Instinct. As I've said before, with the exception of 3 songs maybe, I have a hard time getting into that one. The next one I'd like to talk about, I'd be interested to hear if they see this like Ron Haggerty's opinion on whether he agrees with this or not, or Scott Waters, or other fans of this band. But Stryper, To Hell with the Devil, to In God We Trust. Now, In God We Trust, I felt was in some of the songs they tried to make a sequel to some of the songs on this. Like, the thing I can think of right off the top of my head is the song Sing Along Song on this and It's Up to You on this. You know, the lyrical content is pretty much the same, but It's Up to You came up quite short to the sing-along song. And I think one of the Stryper's worst songs that is on this album, Come to the Everlife, is just dreadful. So that song alone makes this a drop-off. But there are good things about this album too. This next one, Skillet, going from Comatose to Awake. Except for like 3 of the first 4 songs on this, and one other one. This one just fell flat to me for some reason. Not by no means is it a bad album, but it just doesn't grab me as much as Comatose. Now comes the one that goes from good album to absolutely terrible album. And people might, considering the band it is, people might say, Tim, what are you talking about? They're both terrible. Anything by this band's terrible. Because this band tends to get a lot of hate in the music world, but Nickelback, going from Here and Now to No Fixed Address. That album, despite what anybody's thoughts about Nickelback are, I can safely say that album, No Fixed Address, is a musical abomination. I have expressed my feelings about that album on other videos. Like I said, I've regretted buying the vinyl on two vinyl set for that album on an impulse buy. A few months back, I'm seriously considering giving that to my neighbor so he can use the vinyl play frisbee with his pit bulls. But yeah. So Metal Mickey, there are my 5 picks, and the rest of the music community. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Keep rocking. One of these next few days, I plan on doing my 2nd episode of the Ranking the Scorpions 80s discography. Till then, take care.